Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I make new videos every single week and I have some really exciting videos coming up for you guys, so make sure you subscribe and turn on my bell notifications so you don't miss a thing. Since Easter is coming up, I came up with some really fun and cute recipes for you guys. These recipes taste amazing, they're super easy to make, and they're all vegan. You can totally substitute out any of the ingredients in here if you don't want them to be vegan or you just prefer something else, but they are so good you won't even be able to taste that they're vegan. As with all my cooking and baking videos, I will leave recipe cards in here for you to screenshot and written recipes in the description box below if you're interested in making any of these at home. And if you would like to check out my other vegan cooking and baking videos, I will leave a playlist link up here and in the description box below for you to check out as well. Alright, let's just get right into these recipes. So the first thing I'm going to be making today are these amazing fruit and nut clusters. So in my measuring cup, I am adding in 1/2 a cup of vegan chocolate chips and about a teaspoon of coconut oil, and I'm microwaving that in 15-second intervals until it is completely smooth and there are no more clumps. To that, I'm adding in 1/3 a cup of chopped almonds, raisins, walnuts, and dried cranberries, and I'm mixing that all together so everything is completely covered in the chocolate. Then I'm taking a plate with some parchment paper on it and I'm pouring out my mixture into these 4 little circle clumps, and I'm going to put that in my freezer to set for about 30 minutes. These are an amazing alternative to those like chocolate and coconut nests if you're not a fan of coconut, and you can even put some cute little candy eggs in the middle if you'd like. Next we have our fudge eggs. These are so rich and decadent, so if you like dark chocolate as much as I do, you have to try these out. First, I'm melting about 1/4 cup of butter in a small mixing bowl. Then to that, I am adding in 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, and 2 tablespoons of almond milk, and I'm mixing that up until it is completely smooth. After that, I am putting it in my fridge to set up for around 30 minutes. After those 30 minutes are up, it should be hard enough to the point where we can start to mold them into cute little eggs. To do this, I'm coating my hands in some cocoa powder and shaping them into these little circles, and then I am tapering off one end to create these adorable little eggs. Once all your fudge has been eggified, I'm dusting it again with a little cocoa powder and I'm refrigerating it again for an additional 15 minutes. This is such an easy recipe and they are honestly so addictive. I literally crave these all the time now. They're just so good. And finally, we have my mini carrot cakes. First, we are going to start off by making 1/2 a flax egg. For this, I'm using 1/2 a tablespoon of ground flaxseed and 1.5 tablespoons of water, and I'm stirring that up and leaving it to set for 5 minutes. In the meantime, I am mixing together my 1/2 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, a pinch of salt, and about 1/2 teaspoon of both cinnamon and nutmeg. I'm just giving that a little mix before I add in our flax egg from earlier, 1 medium grated carrot, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 3/4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to mix that all together again. If your mixture ends up being a little bit too dry, you can totally add in a couple tablespoons of almond milk to make it the right consistency. Now it is time to add in any extra mix-ins you would like. This is totally optional, but I just love raisins in mine, so I put about 1/2 a cup of those in there. You could also do walnuts too, I bet that would be amazing as well. So I found these cute little heart-shaped cake tins in my house, and they ended up being the perfect little serving size for these mini cakes. They're about 10 by 11 centimeters. If you have little ramekins, that would also work too. Just make sure whatever you used is really well greased before you put your batter in. After they are all settled in there, I am baking this in the oven at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. I did try cooking a batch in the microwave for 1 minute 15 seconds. I mean, they turned out okay. I really don't recommend it as the texture was kind of weird and the flavors didn't really have enough time to develop fully. So if you're making this, I really do recommend using an oven to bake them. I know it's a lot of work, but trust me, it's worth it. When they come out, you will want to leave them to cool for about 30 minutes, so while that is cooling, let's make some vegan cream cheese frosting. The recipe I'm using for this vegan cream cheese frosting is actually from another YouTuber called The Sweetest Vegan. She has some really tasty and creative recipes, so I will leave her channel linked down below, as well as a link to the video I got this recipe from if you would like to check out some of her delicious recipes. So I'm taking 1 tablespoon of vegan butter and 1/4 cup of vegan cream cheese, and I'm mixing that up completely until it is smooth. After that, I'm adding in about 1/4 a teaspoon of both nutmeg and vanilla extract, and I'm mixing that up again. Once your mixture is all smooth, I am adding in 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, a little bit at a time until it becomes this beautiful thick frosting. Once our cakes are cool to the touch, I am taking them out of their tins and frosting them up. These are seriously so good. I haven't had carrot cake in years and I was so excited to finally make a good vegan recipe for it. I think you guys will really love it. So those were all of my Easter recipes. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have any recipes you would like me to try, please feel free to leave those down in the comments below. I would love to try making recipes from you guys. Also, if you haven't already, be sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on my bell notifications so you don't miss a thing. I hope you all have an amazing Easter. Stay safe, stay healthy, make good choices, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys.